Match press conference that the league will be decided on the last day of the season. There is so little between Atletico Madrid, Barcelona and Real Madrid. Atletico and Barca have already picked up a few losses. They're in the Champions League because of that incredible season they had last season, and of course they came here almost exactly with a chance of still winning the league. They were beaten by 4-0, and that ended their chance of winning the league. They did make it into the top 4. Here's the Real Madrid lineup. Courtois starts in goal. Across the back it's Lucas Asensio, Alaba and Mendy, and Modric partners Chamonix in the middle. Rodrigo and Vinicius on the flanks with a chance of winning the league. A lot's changed in a year for Girona. Here is their starting lineup. It's Gazzaniga in goal. Arnau, David Lopez, Cresci and Blind across the back. Romeo, Ivan Martin and Van de Beek in midfield. Gutierrez and Sigenkov on the flanks. Danjuma up top. This week we're ready to get underway. It's a big afternoon for Van de Beek. One of the tactical options is that he plays almost as a false nine. We know that he scored goals at Ajax when he was given that freedom to play further forward, so he's going to be key this afternoon.
He is, and it'd be interesting to see where he plays. Danjuma is another one. I'm interested to see where he lines up. So again, is it going to be three at the back? Is it going to be a back four with one of the centre-backs playing in midfield? We shall wait and see. Well,
we're underway. We look, Real Madrid beat Girona 7-0 on aggregate last season because they beat them 3-0 at Montilivi, then 4-0 here. How will Girona fare this afternoon? Ball forward from Romeo. It's won back by David Alaba. Alaba making his first very effective press. They try and play themselves out from the back, and they were caught out on several occasions and well beaten in the end by Bordalas' team. Here's Van de Beek. Sigenkov. Sigenkov up against Mendy, and Mendy has to concede the corner.
Yeah, a bit of joy so far for you.
Into the near post. Modric got his head to it. Van de Beek. Oriol Romeo, and it might be turned into the back post, and it's saved by Courtois. Plenty of space to run into. Mbappe and Brahim are joining. Still Vinicius. Back heel into Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe saved and cleared by David Lopez. So almost a Girona goal at one end, and just seconds later Real Madrid almost take the lead at the other. They win the corner.
Yep, nice gentle start.
Slid through by Romeo. It reaches Van de Beek. Can he get a shot away on the turn? The shot in the end comes in, I think, from it's Modric. Mbappe had made the run. It's played instead to Lucas Vázquez. He's got Brahim ahead of him. What kind of cross can he produce? Well, in the end, Gazzaniga got a hand to it. Deflected it out to Rodrigo. Rodrigo to Kylian Mbappe. Rolls it back to Luka Modric. Luka Modric hits it, and always rising, always going over the top of Gazzaniga's crossbar.
I raised the concerns about exactly this, that Daley Blind gets exposed out in the left back position.
Van de Beek out to Oriol Romeo out. Danjuma nicely into Van de Beek. Can he finish? Saved by Courtois. Chamonix heads away. Lucas Van de Beek, and he clears up towards Vinicius, and now they're in trouble, Girona, because they're exposed. It's Vinicius honing up Mbappe to his left. Mbappe, and in the end sliding in, and no wonder he celebrates. Cresci with a goal-saving challenge.
80-metre run back, and that was we saw the fear there that should be amongst all defenders when Vinicius and Mbappe break on you.
Brahim forward with intent, running at Ivan Martin. Still Rodrigo. The last touch was from the Girona midfielder.
Just to make it.
Rodrigo's corner, whipped in and headed away by David Lopez. Comes out to Luka Modric. It sits up nicely. What a goal that is! What a finish from the Croatian midfielder. That maybe is the best goal he's scored in a white shirt, and there have been plenty of them over the years. Arguably the greatest Real Madrid midfielder in the club's history scores one of the goals of the season. Bellingham enjoyed it watching from his private box. They enjoyed it in the Bernabeu. It's Real Madrid 1, Girona 0.
They still got it. Right on cue. His 39th minute was it. He's 39 years old, just before half-time. They're running out of ideas. I was talking about Girona having that mentality to get to half-time. Keep it all square.
Rodrigo. Lucas Vázquez. Rodrigo, Mbappe and Vinicius all in the middle. The cross doesn't arrive because Blind gets the ball. Goes with
in the future.
I didn't see the game before this game against Atletico
in particular. So it's been a smashing day so far. We're only the second game of the day.
Well, we're ready to get back underway. Real Madrid kicking from right to left as we look. They have the advantage here, but it's just the one. Ball out to Lucas Vázquez. Stays in play. Himself again down the right. Receives from Rodrigo. Rodrigo gives it back to Lucas Vázquez. Lucas Vázquez wins the out to Modric. Lucas, Blind clears and claims for handball. The match officials didn't see it, so play continues. Luka Modric picks out Vinicius. Vinicius goes past Arnau. Vinicius, and in the end he seemed to go.
In the first half he should have gone solo. That one he should have passed.
Play back to Lucas Vázquez. Lucas strikes it well, and not too far away from Gazzaniga's right hand upright.
Example of how they are encouraged by Ancelotti. Real Madrid, they work that corner, they get it out to a player who's unmarked, that's got a little bit of time. They've got excellent technique, good first touch.
Rodrigo into Kylian Mbappe. Across to Mondi. He leaves it for Vinicius. Vinicius through to Brahim. Brahim, David Lopez arriving just in time to make sure he couldn't get the shot away. The ball comes back out to Vinicius. Vinicius can get the shot away off the crossbar. So close to Vinicius' 9th league goal of the season.
Well, again, once again it's a long-range attempt. Real Madrid finding it difficult to break through the Girona defence, but we do know that this ability to shift the ball to individuals, to dribble.
Artur out to Sigenkov. Blind into Artur. Out to Miguel. The cross comes in. Asensio heads clear up towards Vinicius. Vinicius against David Lopez. In the end, it didn't turn into a sprint. Luckily for David Lopez, it's played forward to Mbappe. He wins the second header. Rodrigo. Rodrigo to Mbappe. Mbappe's shot is blocked by that man again. How many times, Terry, in this first 62 minutes now has Cressy made a block? A timely block and a necessary block.
Yeah, you talk about positional play. It's just all hands to the pump, isn't it, at times for Girona when Vinicius, Mbappe, Rodrigo are being unleashed. It's throwing you.
Dani Ceballos, so a double change most likely in midfield, and no surprise given the fixtures are coming thick and fast, and that Copa del Rey game is very much on the horizon against Real Sociedad.
Asprilla, can he get the cross in? In the end he went for glory, and the ball sails over the top. Well, Ceballos was given a huge ovation when he was taken off on. Modric. Nicely flicked inside for Rodrigo.
Mbappe and Rodrigo pushing for the 90 continually, as they do.
Well, they're in behind here. Kylian Mbappe, it's a great save. Well, a very important stop from Gazzaniga. Keeps Girona in this game. The long ball over the top. Mbappe takes the corner short. Ceballos, Vinicius up against Arnau. He goes past Arnau, gets the cross in as well. Rodrigo got his head to it, but Krejci did enough.
Might see 4, 5, 6 players in the 18-yard box.
Asprey has made some space for himself here. Can he get the shot away? Asensio blocks it, and Modric will bring it away. Well, it was one of the things that Mitchell said in one of his post-match press conferences when he was asked for what the secret is. He said, well, we get players in the penalty area, which sounded all too simple almost. But here's Mbappe. He's got Vinicius running through the middle. Can he find him? He can find him, and Vinicius has found the back of the net. Real Madrid have doubled their lead. The Vinicius-Mbappe combination works. It's Real Madrid 2, Girona 0.
Well, that should do it. They should wrap it up for Madrid. It's taken a while, but late in both halves, they've been able to find the back of the net.
Well, 56 goals now between the front three, and we haven't seen them combine for goals too often so far, but there was certainly the connection. Season.
Modric starts the attack with the ball into Mbappe. Mbappe does well, holds his run, isn't in an offside position. Girona were trying to catch him offside, then after that...
3 very winnable games for a team like Girona that started the season in the Champions League. Here comes Andrik racing away from Artur into Mbappe. Mbappe can finish. Good save from Gazzaniga. It comes out almost to Ceballos, cleared by Arnau. Well, unselfish from Andrik to tee up Mbappe. Mbappe to Ceballos. Lucas into Kylian Mbappe. Clearance is up rather than away. It won't matter because there is the...